So thank you, Joao, for being with us today. Joao is a former player of Virginia Tech, and I actually met him when I had just graduated from Virginia Tech, and he was starting his first semester. And now Joao is a professional tennis player. He is top 300 in the world, and he is gonna talk about his career and how he went from college to professional tennis and anything that he wants to talk about. So tell us about how you arrived to college and how what were you doing when you came to college?
Just let me just say hi to you, and it's nice to
You're right.
nice to see you again after watching your thesis on Perry dynamics, if I'm not wrong,
Yeah,
or something related to that.
good
And
stuff.
it's nice to talk about college again, and it's been a few years already playing professionally, and VT was really important for me, and I think that without them, I wouldn't be a tennis player, and I wouldn't have played, for example, Australian Open qualies and
Mhm.
all those challengers that I've played and all the futures that I won. I think without college and without Virginia Tech, and particularly with the coaches that helped me, I think it would not work out for me, to be honest.
Why?
Without
Why do you say that?
Because everything is well structured, and you go there and you have everything. And for example, for guys that are lazy and they are not committed and they are not prepared, mentally prepared, it's tough for them to have their own schedule for themselves at 18 or 19 years old. Sometimes you
Mhm.
need to be more mature and understand what you need, but that will happen later. And nowadays, I think with 19 years old, guys are kids and they just like to stay in their rooms and play video games or something. So it's nice to have good coaches and go to school and still have an opportunity if you don't succeed on tennis, because only a few percent will succeed. And it's always good to have the plan B if things don't go well on tennis, and or if you get sick of tennis, or if you don't like it anymore. And it
And
helped me
ha-
a lot, because I was not great at all when I went to college, and I was not gonna be good on the tour, and I
so,
developed a lot.
so what was your path? So when you started,
For
what
example,
changed?
when I was going to Virginia Tech, all the coaches thought that I was gonna be a great asset for the program, and I was gonna change everything in that spring. And I arrived, and after 2 weeks, I was not even in the lineup. I was
Mhm.
fighting with TK at the time, with Gomez and all Nick Wilson and all the players that were not on the lineup.
Mhm.
And I was with a big scholarship there in that semester, and I was supposed to make an impact. And it's rough, it's tough, it's mentally you struggle, because you're out there alone with 18 years old in another country, another atmosphere, completely by yourself, and your tennis is not gonna be as good as you think you can. And that's where the mental part and being mentally strong will help you, and you have to find a way.
Mhm.
For example, personally, I went to the psychologist that they have at Virginia Tech,
Mhm.
and he helped me a lot in that first semester. It was crucial for me to be with him. And after that first semester, then I'm out of the lineup on the first few months. I end up playing number four at the ACC tournament.
Mhm.
And I mean, I thought it was huge, because at the beginning I was like, I need to transfer, man, because I'm not gonna have scholarship. I have to do something. And I was looking at other schools, but I said no, I'll just fight for my spot here. And then things went pretty good after. And Jim Thompson was important for me
The
at the
coach.
beginning,
Mhm.
yeah, but Stephen and all everyone knows that Stephen had a huge impact on myself. And the players that go to college, they need to understand that coaching is crucial. If you go
Mhm.
to a program that coaching is not great, it's not going to be
Yeah.
that good for yourself. But if you have a good coach that cares about yourself, I mean, it's going to be awesome college tennis, I think.
Steven was Steven Haas, so Australian player. He won Wimbledon in doubles in 2000 and I don't remember.
I'm
Early
not sure.
2000, I think.
Yeah, he passed
And
qualies with Wesley Moody, and he won the whole thing.
yeah, and he was assistant coach at Virginia Tech when you were there, right?
Yes, and
Okay.
like he was the assistant coach for us. He worked closely with Abigail Spears and Raquel Cox-Jones. I don't know if you remember.
Yeah, he was their coach.
They were top 10 in the
In
world in
doubles. Yeah.
doubles. And actually, after my senior year, so my senior year, he wasn't with us. He was working for USTA because everyone knew how good he was and how good he was
Okay.
for VT program.
Yeah.
And he left.
And in your career in college, what was your best result?
My senior year, I had the best results. I had the best ranking. It was basically everything. My senior year, I final four in the national indoors. I think
Okay.
I lost to Dominic Kopfer. He's
Okay.
top 100 now.
Uh-huh.
And in the spring, I did final four as well in NCAA outdoors, and I lost to Mackenzie McDonald,
Okay.
who is
Wait.
pretty good as
Yeah,
well.
it's not bad. Yeah.
Yeah, not bad. And I finished the year top 10, which was, I think, the best career end in VT.
At
And
VT.
and Final Four was the best at
Yeah.
VT, I think, as well.
So you were
And
the best player in VT history.
I wouldn't say that, but
Yeah, you would say that.
Mayu and Marchetti were pretty good as well.
Yeah.
They were really good players, and there were another players that were huge for VT. Lucas Homan, when you were
Yeah.
there, he was unbelievable. Johan He, I mean, there's tons of them. Ame on his first year was ridiculous. Like that guy could beat anyone in the country.
Yeah. So, how was the transition from college to professional tennis? Were you already playing tournaments when you were in college in the summer,
No,
or
no,
okay?
not really. But for example, when you get out of college, you think you're the king of the world. I don't know why, but you win so many matches if you are winning matches. Actually, if you have a good rank, it's because you are winning a lot of matches. So you get out of there and you feel like you can beat anyone. And I remember that I got out of college and I was gonna work for an HVAC company in Virginia Beach.
Okay, so you didn't want to go pro at the beginning.
No, at the
Okay.
beginning, no. And I was 1 month in Virginia Beach and I kept practicing, but I didn't practice that much, you know.
Okay.
I was in shape. I was keeping myself in shape, but I was really confident with my tennis. And after 1 month, I talked with a guy, and I'm still really good friends with him. He's a VT donor, actually. And I talked and I said, man, I want to try out. I want to go play tennis because it's now or never. And I feel like I'll have an opportunity to be in a company later. So it's now or never. And after that, I left. 1 month after being in Virginia Beach, I left to Portugal. I started practicing, and the first futures that I played, I won the first tournament.
First tournament.
First
You
tournament,
qualified
I
and won.
qualifying and won the tournament, and I beat good guys. Fred Gil, Hugo Grenier, guy that is 240 in the world now or something. So I beat really good guys, and Nuno Borges, he was number one NCAA,
Yeah.
and just because like you're really confident out of college and you have a lot of wins and you just feel good about yourself, and you just go out and you play your best. And after that, it was pretty good. It was going up. There's no points to defend when you are out of college, and all the other guys need to care about their rankings, blah, blah, blah. So there's nothing you have to worry about. It's just practice, 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 play, 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 and get better. And I mean, in 1.5 years or 2 years, I was playing qualies in Australian Open, and I was 230 something in the world. So I felt that I was ready when I was in college. You know, when I was at the NCAA tournaments and playing against guys like Ryan Shane, who won challenges already. Mackenzie McDonald break up in the third, and the guy is 60 or 70 in the world.
Yeah.
All those guys, all the guys that are top 5, top 10 in college, I think they are ready at that point to be top 200 in the world.
Yeah, the level of the matches you were playing was high.
It's really high, and you improve, and because you have everything, you have someone to string your racket to. You go out and you eat in good restaurants with the team, and the program pays. And you travel, you stay in good hotels, and they pay for everything. You just have to practice and play. Nothing. There's nothing you have to worry about. You don't have to cook a meal. You don't have to string a racket. You don't have to pay for a thing.
And do you
And
miss all that now?
people don't realize sometimes how lucky they are to be able to enjoy college. And because sometimes when I was in college, I was waiting to get out of college and go back home, and I just wanted to be home, blah blah blah. And now that you look back, like, you just want to be there again. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
It's weird, but it's how we are. But yeah, I think everyone is really lucky if they choose college, and I think it helped me a lot. And without it, I wouldn't be as successful in the tennis court and outside of the tennis court as I think I am right now.
So what are you doing now with everything that is going on with the virus and the situation now?
Well, right now we are just doing physical exercise. me, me and my girlfriend here at the house, we do some Tabata training, like just planks and push-ups and stuff like that we can do in our house. She does some stuff with body combat stuff in the TV or whatever, but we are not able to practice tennis.
Yeah, because people always talk about the big tournaments, the big guys, everything is stopped. Wimbledon is not playing, but what happens to all the guys, like you, which that are not top 100, maybe 2, 3, 400 in the world, and you cannot play, but then you're not like those guys that maybe have a court in the house and
Yeah,
can
we
do
don't
whatever,
have, like, as we don't
Yeah.
have the money to pay for the tennis coach in these situations. We need to
Yeah.
find a way to keep practicing. We
Mhm.
need to just survive in these times and not just, I don't know. We will see what happens, but I just need to keep myself in shape. Otherwise, I'll get really fat quickly. And I don't know. Like, to be honest, I don't know how we're gonna do to practice. It's not gonna be soon, I think.
Yeah.
And you just gotta do the most out of it physically, I think, because no one will help us, to be honest, right now, because everyone needs help, and as tennis
Yeah.
players that are not
So you were saying that some federations are starting to help, their players,
yeah,
maybe the richest federations.
Yeah, LTA is handing out 23 millions to help referees, coaches, players,
Okay.
associations, everyone. But here in Portugal,
Yeah.
I'm not sure it's gonna happen. We don't have a Grand Slam. We don't have a lot of money coming in.
Yeah.
We actually have more money now coming in than we have in our lives. But I don't know. Like,
But do you think help is going to come from maybe the ATP or the ITF or those federations, or each federation is going to handle it their own way?
here in Portugal, the federation is trying to find a way for the state to give money to the players, so the money wouldn't come from them.
Okay.
And I'm not sure that the ATP and ITF will give money to players. They are not getting money from tournaments. They are not getting money from bettings. They are not getting money from anywhere. So what are they gonna give us if they need money for themselves?
Yeah.
And it's tough because the economy is not rolling. The money is not flowing, so it doesn't. They can't give us money because there's not money coming in. In my opinion. But I would love for them to give me money now because I really need, and I need to pay stuff, and I need
Yeah.
coaching, and I need everything. So when the tournaments come, I'm not gonna lose first round, and but I don't know. It's tough because everyone is in the same situation.
Yeah, exactly. So when things start again, everybody's going to be on the same boat, and
Everyone is going to be on the same boat, but the good ones are still gonna be able to
on a
find
bigger
a
boat.
way.
Yeah.
Yes, they will find a way to still practice in their
Yeah.
houses with their own tennis courts and their own facilities.
Yeah, of course.
And the worst ones, they don't have the resources for that. So the bigger will still be big, and the smaller will be even smaller.
That's what every crisis probably it can expand to a lot of jobs, not just
Exactly,
tennis, but the same for every job. Yeah,
I agree.
yeah. So it's not going to be easy. You have to keep in shape, to keep doing your abs and your your workouts in the house.
Exactly, but we are lucky. We still have just a few cases here. You guys are
Okay.
worse, and
Yeah, here in
hopefully
Italy. How many cases do you have there right now?
11,000, 11,000
11,000.
and 200 people dead only.
Okay,
Like
but
it's a lot, but only
only.
compared
Yeah.
to other countries.
Yeah. But can people go out, like leave the house, go for a walk or run
Like
or?
you're not supposed to. There,
Okay.
it's an emergency state, so
Mhm.
you can only go to grocery store, pharmacies, and walk your dog and
Okay.
do some type of exercises. But the police are somewhere, and they will ask you where you're going, and if you're not going to your house, or if you can't prove you're going to your house or grocery store or somewhere, they will tell you to go back and go back home.
Okay. Yeah, it's the same here. It's the same here. All right. Well,
All right.
thank you. Good
No
luck
problem.
for everything that is going to happen, and hopefully
Good,
you can come back to on the court soon and train
good luck for
and
you as well, and hopefully we'll see. I'll see you at VT at some point in the
yeah,
next couple
maybe
of
maybe a
months.
reunion.
I think it will be nice.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Kocha.
Thank you. Bye, Joe.
Bye.